Hey, In2Pickle, Tony coming to you today from Clearwater. I want to continue Project 4.0. Want to talk today about the first step in a point, the serve. Get you a serve that is consistent and repeatable so that you can continue on your path to 4.0. Let's get into it. How do I toss the ball? So do I toss the ball high like this? Do I drop the ball? Do I hit the ball out of my hand? Some people do that. What I prefer to do and what I see when I watch the pros play mostly is it's a light toss. So basically what I do is and I'll do it with one ball, what I do is I drop the ball like this. So I just basically drop the ball a little bit like this, and then I make contact with it. Drop the ball a little bit like this, and then I make contact with it. The short toss allows me to avoid wind issues. Like today, the wind's coming this way. So if I had a high toss, the higher the toss, the more the wind can affect my toss and move it around, which I don't want. It's already gonna move around anyway from here to where my point of contact is, but I don't wanna add additional movement to that by tossing it up. My advice would be a shorter toss or a smaller toss, and then a nice execution after that, after the ball cradles to your point of contact. Once you settle on a toss, repeat the same toss. What you don't want to do is vary your toss every time you play. Sometimes when I'm playing a rec game or just a relaxed game with friends or something like that, sometimes I'll toss the ball like this and hit it. That is not a good habit to get into, tossing the ball higher and then lower. When I play a tournament, I toss the ball like this. So it's just a little toss, basically just letting it go from my hand with maybe an inch toss, if that. And then I make contact with it so that my timing is consistent when I go execute the serve. One suggestion as you work on your serve is, unless you're used to holding two balls in your hand like a tennis player would, so unless you're used to holding two balls in your hand and tossing one, don't do that. Have only one ball in your hand at a time, because that's all you're going to have during the game, and it can be disruptive to your practice to have two balls. You'll see me sometimes hold two balls when I do it. That's years of playing tennis where I'm used to holding two balls in my hand when I play sometimes, so I can take that toss and it's not a problem for me. But if you're not used to that, don't practice with two balls in your hand. Practice with only one ball in your hand.